This is the DKP Administration video on how to create and submit a remittance for DKP Administration products. You first go to dkpadmin.com. You enter that in any web browser, and it will bring you to this main landing page. In this landing page, you actually have to make a quick payment, credit card ACH options to make a quick payment, credit card using your credit or debit card, and ACH meaning an Echeck or bank account information. But first, you will need a remittance. In order to create a remittance, simply go to Customer Support tab, scroll down the page, and click Sign In under the Dealer Seller Access Portal. You'll notice here to the right under Contact DKP Support, you can also contact support if you have a question just by clicking Ask a Question, fill in the blanks, and of course send it to us, and the appropriate team member will reply to your question during normal business hours. To sign into the Dealer Seller Access Portal, once you click Sign In, it will open a new tab. So you need to make sure that your pop-up blocker has been disabled so that it will allow you to open up new screens or open up new windows. You'll have your username, which will be your company email address, whatever was assigned and provided by your company to DKP Administration. You will then enter your password. We will provide you a unique password sent directly to you, and you can change it at any time. If you ever forget your password, you can click Forgot Your Password, and it will email you a password 24/7. You don't have to call us or anything. Just simply copy and paste that new temporary password in, and you'll be able to reset and provide your own password. Once you click Log In, your store should appear in the top. Now, if you only are working for one dealership or remitting for half of one dealership, that's fine. But if your dealer has multiple locations that you're responsible for, you can see those additional locations by hitting the upside down arrow, which is here. And it'll show you a list of stores. It lists the first 100 stores. So if you're in a very large group, you can actually go in and do each individual or type in the name of the store to locate your store. To create a remittance, most of you will only have the contract and remittance tabs available. In this case, I have all the tabs, but yours is going to be restricted to whatever your access level requires. Under remittance, you click remittance, and this will show all unremitted contracts, basically something you haven't sent money for thus far or put on a remittance. So if you'll notice, you can actually sort this list by product type, meaning you can select whether you want to pay for the gap, maintenance, or VSD, or you can submit them all at once. You can do it by date range, which you can enter your own custom date range. You can do it for only last month. You can do it for the current month, or you can do it for the last number of days. However, all remittances need to be received for prior month's business no later than the 10th of the following month. That means if you sell a contract on February 1st, through February 28th, and your store completes that transaction, then you should be remitting those contracts no later than the 10th of March, which would be the following month. If for some reason you are unable to remit by the 10th of the month, please contact our accounting department for additional instructions and just basically a follow-up so that we can mark the account properly. You may reach them by dialing 833-357-2366, or you can email accounting at dkpadmin.com. So once you've decided which range of contracts you wish to remit for, on this side you can actually check the box and it will indicate every contract that has not been remitted yet. Notice it gives the contract count. It also gives the total amount due. Let's say one of these contracts, we'll go down to Mr. Smith, and we deselect him because his deal hasn't been funded, as an example, or it may have unwound, or they may have done a different style of contract with the customer. Whatever reason why this one doesn't get remitted during this cycle, and notice it reduces the count and also reduces the amount due. You can then preview this material by clicking Preview, and it will generate an Adobe PDF file that you can use with Adobe Reader. The preview version has preview on it, so these have not been submitted yet. It gives you remittance instructions if you wish to mail in a check. And also, once you have finalized it or submitted it, it gives you a remittance number. That remittance number is what you will need in order to submit online payments should you decide to do it via Echeck or a credit card. So once those have been selected, and those are the ones you want, just click Submit, and it will automatically create the remittance based upon the material that you had. And the same exact PDF will pull up, and you're ready to go. Now, if you're a store or group that sells a large number, this screen only shows the first 500 contracts of each month. So most stores that are selling more than 100 a month will typically remit on a weekly or biweekly basis. Again, all contracts are finally due on the 10th of the following month. You can download an entire list of unremitted contracts by clicking the CSV download, and it will actually create an Excel file that you can review and import into your accounting system should you desire to do so. That's how you create a remittance. To review past remittances, you can click Remittance. It will open up a new screen and will show first the remitted not paid. Basically, these would be remittances where either a portion or all of the money has not been applied yet. Notice this one had a remittance of $12,000. They paid $11,000, so there's an open contract for some reason. It could have been one that got voided or canceled after the remittance was created. You can review all remittances, basically all your completed remittances, and notice there's a zero balance on each one of these. And this would actually be the remittance number to be able to review for individual contract. It is sortable by date, cycle month, remittance number, and even the amount should you be looking for a particular amount on your statements. This concludes the remittance training portion. If you have a need to cancel a contract or void a contract prior to its remittance, the way that happens is within your DAP. Notice you come back and you have contract and search. You can search for the contract that you no longer wish to pay for, and you can either void it by checking the box next to it on the side, scrolling down the screen, and then click Void Selected. It will give you a warning message, and then you can, of course, void it once you decide that that's actually the contract you wish to void. So if you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. You can reach us at 833-357-2366, email accounting@dkpadmin.com. And of course, finally, you can also reach us by contacting DKP support, asking a question, and just sending us a message via the website. Now I want to review the payment options. Payment option 1 is to mail a check. A physical check can be written on from any business. Check will be accepted. You can write it to DKP Administration, and it needs to be for the exact amount on the front of the check and also on the remittance. In the event that for some reason your check is going to be greater or less than the amount on the remittance, please contact accounting for support prior to mailing or sending in that check. If you wish to pay with a credit card, you can do it via the quick link at the top of the page, or you may also do it under the customer support tab by clicking the link on this page. You click the credit card payment link, it opens up a separate portal, allows you to pay online. All payments received after 7 p.m. are processed on the following business day. Major credit cards are accepted: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. And as you're aware, they do charge a fee. There's a 3.5% fee that's added. The minimum fee is $2.95. There is no maximum fee. In order to pay with the credit card, you continue by clicking Pay with Credit Card. You put in the remittance number from the remittance you just created, your dealership name, your dealer number, which is also on that remittance, and the dollar amount, which must match exactly the amount that you wish to be charged. The cardholder name, last name, and any other pertinent information, billing address. Note that DKP does not refund back to a credit card. Once the credit card is processed, we will process it. And if you have a payment that needs to be canceled or a contract that needs to be canceled, once it is, we will not reverse charges, but we'll actually send you a check. In order to do that, you need to click Agree and I'm not a robot for the CAPTCHA, hit Next, and you'll be able to continue and finish out your transaction. It'll be emailed automatically, and our accounting staff will receive it, and you'll also receive a copy back to the email address you provided on the form. Now, to be able to pay via Echeck or ACH, you can do it via ACH draft. Very simple information. Again, provide the billing information. You can use the same billing if there's a different billing or shipping address depending upon your location. Billing address would be the account address for that checking account. Hit Continue and fill in the information for the total amount to be remitted. It will also send you an email. If it's on the last day of remittance day, let's say you have to do it on the 10th or close to the end of the remittance period, you just want to make sure it gets through in time, you can always send us an email with a copy of the transaction record and let us know that you did provide payment, so that way we'll mark your account accordingly. Again, we thank you for using DKP Administration. Should you have additional questions or need additional support, you can always reach us via phone, email, and also our contact information page. Thank you and have a great day.